Hello with you here. God bless you, my dear ones. I come to you with greatest joy and greatest love as I see your circle of light. From our view, we look to see your beautiful circle of light that blooms out to the entities who are here from this side of the veil, who have come to learn as you have, and then your teachers and guides and all their teachers and guides, and then it moves upward into a beautiful array of colors and light that reaches up and up. And as you consider the message and anticipate what is going to be said, you bring down this higher light into your circle, and it joins you with the greatest of love. My dear ones, could I describe how much you are loved, how much the Father loves you, and all those who work in His service as I do. Your friends, your loved ones from this side, who know the power and the beauty of love, are often with you when you are unaware. They send you thoughts of love. They help you to rise above any stumblings. And they are with you in spirit always. Could you but know the great advantage that you have to be open to this divine love, could you but know how much you are helped when you allow yourself to be a channel for God's love to flow through, could you but know the divine being that you are. Yes, you do know in that deepest part of your being. But I would ask you to ask yourself, as you go through your days, as you walk this path of earth, to ask yourself, where are my thoughts? What dominates this mind that travels with me? What feelings do I have? What mood am I in? Am I allowing outer things to disturb the calm and quiet serenity that I desire? These questions, my dear ones, and many others, should be on your lips as you travel this plane. You see, as I have described the view from this plane up to the Father's throne, I would have you to realize and to understand that whatever thoughts dominate your mind, whatever feelings, where your consciousness is at the moment, is where you are on these higher dimensions at that time. It's where you're pulling power from. It's your connection. And that's my topic for tonight, is contact. What are you contacting as you live your life on this plane? Do you allow just the physical to dominate? How much of the beauty and the joy that you have learned about on these higher realms do you allow it to come through you and to manifest through you on your physical plane? How much light do you emanate? How much love do you give to yourself and to others? This is not a scolding. This is asking you to be honest with yourself and to check with yourself. For we know from this side that your motives are pure, that you do desire to be the beautiful child of God that you are, and to manifest His love and His light and His beauty and His joy as you walk this earth plane. We know that that is your desire, or you would not continue to come to these classes. You would not continue to reach out for more light, to ask for more understanding, to bring into your consciousness all that God has. Could you but know the scene as we see it from here? And you could, my dear ones. I would lend you my eyes if you would but reach for my countenance. I would lend you my love that you might feel it and that you might give it as God gives it to me. Many, many others would also. You are beautiful, beautiful beings, and you know it not. You are divine beings, and you forget it. You are loved so greatly, and we would have you to remember this. If you could but remember and know and feel the love that is given to you from this side of the veil, you would remember. But you see, your free will is still there, and if your thoughts stray to something that is unloving, then you do not have the contact consciously with the love that is here for you. The contact is your choice. Keep your thoughts high. Keep your hearts open to love. Give no quarter to the physical and all the so-called trouble and problems and all the weight that it would put upon you. But give your thoughts to God. Give your thoughts to love. Give your feelings to the divine being that you are. Keep alive that light that shines within you. You keep it alive with your thoughts, with your feelings, your moods, and your attitudes, your desires. When you desire to be the master of yourself and this plane, when you desire to raise your consciousness to these lofty realms of love and light, that desire is very strong because it is the strength of the whole universe that you have within you. The power is so great that you cannot measure it with your physical measurements. your desire to be one with God, to live in harmony with life, to get in step with the rhythm of life and be at peace at all times, to be loving to yourself and to everyone you meet and to all things and all creatures. This is God's will for you, but He does not impose it upon you, my dear ones. He gives you the freedom to learn as you go through your stumblings, but His love is always there to pick you up and start you again on the path of light, if you will but think, if you will but remember that His presence is there, never His condemnation, but His love. As we look into your minds this evening, we see a great desire to adhere to these classes and these lessons, and we see the love that abounds greatly throughout the world and many other groups, such as yours. In your daily sending of God's love, remember to include these other groups that are like you, who are gathered together to learn and to grow and to contact these higher realms of love and light. Many, many are there around your planet in many different countries. And they all have the desire to reach higher, to learn to love, to learn to be the perfect pattern that is within you. Many on your plane are expressing themselves as they know how, and much of it is not loving. You need not be concerned about this. Just send them love and go on your way and release them to God, even if they are close to you. Remember that God is their Father and Mother, and that His love sustains and maintains them as it does you, and that He has given them the freedom to take as long as they want to come back home to the heart of His love. Remember this, that you may know the truth and thus be free to be the shining example. As your love sending reaches out around this planet and this universe, you touch many. As you come together in love in this circle, the power is multiplied many times, and it reverberates out through this planet and way beyond. Some of your scientists have discovered another galaxy just recently, and they are but just on the edge of knowing the universe, because it goes on and on and on, as do you, my dear ones. The extension of your being is never limited to this plane, to the plane that I am on. It goes on and on, because You are unlimited as God is unlimited. God's divine love sustains and maintains the universe, and you are the whole of life as God is. For there's only one life, and His love is the essence of this one life. What is God's love? What is the definition in your language? How would you explain God's love from your physical love? How would you explain the difference? I know that I spoke to you of this just last week, but I would continue to ask you to investigate, to reach within the depths of your being, to read the books that would stir the memory that you have already of God's love, to reach out in many ways and allow the beauty and the joy to permeate your being through God's love. And as your shining example moves on the path that you walk, and your mind is filled with love and joy, your light shines brightly. And many there are that see it and know it not. They see it from other dimensions. They feel it from many levels. And for a moment on the physical, they may know that there's something different about you. And they may even express it in words at times, but much of the time they do not. You see, my dear ones, as your teacher has taught you, everything proceeds from God downward. As you think of time and space, everything flows from the fountain of the Godhead, the heart of God, and all are at one with God. If you understand this, then you see the connection is there from the Godhead all the way down to your physical body and your physical consciousness, your conscious awareness. And it is so for everyone. As you send love out, many may not be open on the physical level, but it may go to the other dimensions of themselves and then filter down into their conscious awareness when the timing is right. Learn patience, my dear ones, with yourself and all others. Patience is a part of God's love. Let us sit in silence and think of the words that have been spoken, and let them sink in to the greater part of your being that is above and beyond the language. And if you do not understand what I mean, just sit and think of what has been said, and let it become a part of your consciousness. Silence is a beautiful thing. And when we can sit in this circle in a relaxed and peaceful way in silence for a few minutes, then the love and the light shines brightly, and we become one in spirit, as we always have been. Think of the vibrations of love that this circle is sending out to cover this planet and reach out to this galaxy and to the whole universe. I would have you think more of yourself as a child of life, an entity that is one with all the universe everywhere present. I would have you to reach out beyond the physical plane that you live on. Become more aware of your existence that is above and beyond this physical plane. This is what has drawn you to this circle and to these classes. This is what has moved you to search for yourself, for the real you, for the God being that you are. The physical is not fulfilling for the most part. You can be fulfilled while in the physical, but not just with the physical understanding. The physical is empty and hollow when you do not include the spirit and the love of God and the beauty and the joy that is above and beyond the physical. While you go through this period of time that you call an incarnation, think on these things. Reach out and think of yourself as an entity of the universe, and allow your memory of other times in other galaxies, on other planets even, to filter down to the conscious awareness of your being. You need not know the details as you would see them in a picture show, but know the essence, my dear ones. Know the feelings. Know the beauty and the joy that you have experienced. You come from eternity that has no beginning and will have no end. Remember this and allow yourselves to be this eternal being, even while you walk this path of illusion, even while you play your role on this plane. My dear ones, this makes the difference in your growth. You incarnated in this body to have an opportunity to move higher in consciousness. That was your purpose and your motive. And when you can reach above and beyond the physical, when you can understand the inner workings of your being that is pure love and light and beauty and joy, and let it be manifest outward from the center of your being, and let the love of God shine forth from you, then you are fulfilling your pledge that you made to yourself before you were born from the womb into your physical body. Could I tell you a story? Could I paint you a word picture of your sojourn on this physical plane? Let us go back in time before you were in the body that you now occupy. How far do we want to go? It doesn't matter. But let us think of your planning for this incarnation. Let us think of your teachers and guides and those higher beings that help you, that shine the rays of light into your being and help you to make plans for your growth as you come into the physical. Some of you did not want to come. Some of you resisted coming to the physical. But you knew in the deepest part of your being that this is what you wanted for your growth and for the expansion of your soul. And so the plans were made. You chose your parents. You chose the time of history. And you chose being in the physical when others that you need to meet and to play this play and play the role and let them play the role that they are playing and let all be in harmony. This is the challenge and the great experience that you have as you walk this path. And you did not incarnate alone, my dear ones. You have with you many, many friends. You have with you in spirit at all times the family that you come from, the spiritual family that you belong to, and the power and the joy and the love that is the unity of your spiritual family is there to draw upon. Why do you make this contact with me? Why do I make this contact with you? To help you to remember this, to help you to remember who you truly are, and to remind yourself as you go through your day and to realize that these small petty things that happen to and around you are unimportant. But it is very important, my dear ones, that you learn to see through the illusion of this plane and raise your vision above and beyond this physical plane of illusion into the realms of love and light, and pull from that spiritual family that you belong to. I am a part of your spiritual family, every one of you in this group, everyone in this circle tonight, and all those who have been here, and many who have not been here. Send love daily to your spiritual family and to all spiritual families everywhere. And remember that you belong to life. When you are feeling down and lonely or depressed at times, allow the love to seep through the cracks of your being and to fill you to overflowing. Oh, this is difficult at times, yes, I know, because you're so preoccupied with your depression. You're so preoccupied with your so-called problems. But you can learn. You can learn to put them aside when you have touched the hem of the garment of the Master and have felt his love. And my dear ones, all of you here have touched the hem of his garment. All of you know the Master Teacher that you call Jesus, and many, many other higher beings of love and light. All of you are on intimate terms with these higher beings. I go far out this evening to help you to get away from the thoughts of limitation that you have so much of the time, and to remember, to remind yourself of who you truly are, not in pride and egotism, but in true humility, knowing the truth of your being, and allowing God's love and His beauty and His joy to manifest through you so that the world can see, so that everyone you come in contact can feel God's love. My dear ones, you have this power to give God's love to everyone on this planet just by being willing to be an open channel. But those that you come in contact with, those that come near you, even if you know them not by name on the physical plane, you know them in spirit. And when you allow God to use the vehicle that you occupy as a channel for His love to flow through, then it reaches out and it touches them. Maybe they know it not at the time, but my dear ones, it may plant a seed, and it may cause a ripple through their being that later takes root and awakens them to the true identity of their being. You never know. And as you walk through this plane, my dear ones, there are times when some of us walk with you or come in contact with you in a physical body, and you know it not. There will be a time when you can recognize and know the spiritual being of light and love that you are and that we are, and that we are all one, and no one is higher than any other, no one is lower than any other. Life is not a game of competition. Life is a beautiful expression and expansion of consciousness of love. And I would have you know this. If I have to speak 10,000 words, 1,000,000 words, to reach your consciousness to the understanding of your true identity, I am willing. Lift your thoughts high at this moment and let yourself see a mushroom of love and light that moves out and out and out from this circle, covering not just this planet, but all of your galaxy, and moves into other galaxies, and moves into the whole universe. Turn loose of any thoughts of limitation, my dear ones, for you are limitless. And when you come together in a circle like this, your power is multiplied many, many times. And you bring with you your beautiful teachers and guides. And this brings with you their teachers and guides, and it moves on up the ladder, you might say, to God Himself. You see the power that you hold within your souls, within your hearts. When you are in this circle, your thoughts are of love and light because you are being reminded of them. And this touches a part of your soul that knows and remembers. I ask you to remain in this circle when you leave here, and when you walk your path day by day, to remain in the consciousness of the circle at this moment and carry with you the feelings of joy and beauty and love that you have at this moment. Be at peace within yourself and let peace emanate from you to all you come in contact with. Let joy be a beautiful song that is played upon your countenance. Many will hear this beautiful song and this music, not with their physical ears, but with their inner ears. When you're truly at peace and joyful, and love is the mainstay of your being, then are you an instrument that God is using to its fullest capacity. I would pause at this time and allow you to ask questions if you will. It is not necessary that you ask questions, but I would give you the opportunity to ask questions. I feel that sometimes you feel that you are pressed to ask questions, and it is good when you do have a question to speak it out, to have the courage to open your hearts and allow the empty spaces to be filled there. Are there questions here this night?
I'd like to say that I enjoyed the message very much tonight, and thank you.
Thank God, my dear ones. It is He, His countenance, that is manifesting here this evening and at all times in your life. Gratitude is a beautiful expression. Use it often. And thank God for your life, for your being, for the opportunities that you have as you walk this path. Let another song of gratitude be within you. There are many songs that you can allow to flow through your being. The music of the spheres are open to you to play upon your countenance. And when you open to this divine music, you are in tune with all of life. Are there other questions this evening?
I had a very really neat experience yesterday at the college, and a lady had said to me, so many people.
Would you speak loudly, please?
A lady had said to me, so many people express themselves without manifesting it, and I was pretty sure of what she was saying, but I wondered if maybe you could just talk a little bit, because you talked about manifesting what you were thinking and saying.
Yes, you're continually manifesting, my dear. You're manifesting darkness or you're manifesting light because your life force is constantly flowing through your mind and your physical vehicle, and it is manifesting the music that is offbeat, that sounds ugly, you might say, or it is manifesting the beauty and the joy and the wonderful expression of life. You may manifest the physical things as you wish, And you do need physical things for the body, and there's nothing wrong in manifesting these things except when you give all of your thoughts and your power to physical manifestations. When you desire to grow, you manifest light of understanding, and you allow the mind to be cleansed with this light of understanding, not overnight, but as you walk the path. Continually ask for the light to shine upon your path and into your mind. Continually ask to be cleansed of all past negation and feel it drop away from you, and allow yourself to manifest the beauty and the joy that is not tinted with the past. You need not carry the past with you, but as your teacher has taught you, your habit patterns of thinking continually bring to memory the past, and then you manifest things that you would be free of. But if you can turn loose, if you can let go and give up the past, then the past has no power over you. You of yourself, your physical self, your little self, cannot do this, and has not the power to be able to cleanse your mind. But you of your higher self and the God that dwells within you can do all things, and can manifest anything that you wish to manifest. The word manifest is a beautiful word for your language, for you see, it is connected with creating, the word creating. And you are all creators. You are all continually creating whatever you find in your life. The vibrations that emanate from you is continually creating whatever your life is. And those vibrations are put in motion by the life force flowing through you, through the thoughts that you have in your mind. And this is why I ask you to stop and think what you are thinking, feel what you are feeling, and ask yourself, is it really what I want in my life? Is it really manifesting the beauty and the joy and the love that I desire so much? Often remember to check up on yourself. Many on this plane rush through life and never stop to smell the roses or to know where they are, who they are, or where they're going. And this is why some of your theology ministers talk about being lost. And for a time you see they are lost in the illusions of this plane. But when you remember to know who you are, and you allow your thoughts to be of love and joy and peace, then you are manifesting your true identity. You're manifesting the beauty of God and His love. Does this help your understanding?